everyone, I am Bao a student in class 2 English 2015. So today I'm going to talk about the skin structure or the skin anatomy. Well, skin is the biggest organ in our body because it is on every part of our body and it protects the organs in our body. So, do you know anything about skin structure? Have you ever wondered yourself if what is the skin made of? Well, today I am here to tell you about the skin structures. Well, there are 3 layers of skins. The first one is the epidermis, the second one is the dermis, and the third one is the hypodermis. First, let's talk about the epidermis. The epidermis is the upper part of the skin. Well, it is made of cells, and the outermost layer is the dead cells. The dead cells will be on top. Here, like this part. Well, these cells are replaced after 4 weeks. That means that even when you take all this, you clean all the dead cells away, they will be replaced after 4 weeks. The epidermis protects our body from water loss, sun rays, and microbes. Well, the word microbes I mean here is bacteria and viruses. Okay, let's go to the second part, the second layer of the skin, which is called the dermis. And the dermis is the biggest part of the skin. Well, the dermis contains hair follicles, like here. You can see this part here. Sweat gland here, this big part is the sweat glands. The oil glands too. Oh, here is the sweat gland, and here is the oil. Here, this part is the sweat gland, and this part is the oil glands. Some pili muscles, capillaries, and nerves. Well, let me talk about the hair first. Well, the hair protects our skin and keeps it warm. That means that when you have hair on your skin, don't think it is ugly, because even though it is ugly, it still protects the skin and keeps warm for our body. It is very useful. Next is the sweat glands right here. Well, the sweat gland is a small tube connecting to the epidermis. Its end is a pore. Well, the pore is the part where the sweat goes out. For example, when you are hot, the sweat gland will bring the sweat to the skin of our body. The function of a sweat gland is to regulate the body temperature. When you are hot, the gland produces sweat. It goes down to the pore and evaporates. It goes up to the pore and evaporates. When the sweat already evaporates, our body will cool down. The next part I'm going to talk about is the oil gland. This part is called the oil gland. And the oil gland produces oil, of course. That is why people named it oil gland. The oil makes the skin waterproof and protects our skin from bacteria. That means that our skin our skin are very healthy because some of the parts in our skin have the function to help protect our skin from bacteria and viruses. I think we will need to be very thankful to the parts that protect us from the bacteria. Next is the pili muscles. The pili muscles connects the hair root and the epidermis. When you're scared, cold, or excited, the muscles contract and the hair erects. Therefore, you will have goosebumps. Next part is the capillaries. They are very small blood vessels. Here like this, This part, well, the red capillaries carries oxygen or food for the cells, while the blue ones get carbon dioxide from the cells. Now, let me talk about the nerves. The nerves, like this part here, connects the hair root, the pili muscles, the oil and sweat glands, and the epidermis. Its function is to feel the sensations like hot, cold surfaces, and pain. It also controls the activities of the muscles and glands. The last part in the skin structure is the hypodermis. It contains the fat layer and blood vessels. As you know, the fat layer is very useful because it helps us to keep warm and protects the inside organs and bones. The fat layer also helps the people or the animal store the energy. Some animals like bear hibernate because their fat, when in the summer when they eat, their fats store all the energy they needed to hibernate after a long winter. Well, that's all about my video. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.